नेवी के सरफिरे पागल जो आए बे ऑफ बंगाल में अपना कदम जमाने, पाकिस्तान को अपना सबक सिखाने, उस नेवी को मेरा सलाम. Today we are going to talk about the flagship of the Indian Navy, the INS Vikrant, and its contributions in the liberation of Bangladesh. The INS Vikrant was the first aircraft carrier that India ever had. It had two naval squadrons, the INAS 300 and the INAS 310. The INAS 300 was armed with the Hawker Seahawk aircrafts, and the INAS 310 was armed with the Brigade Alizé aircrafts. The Brigade Alizé was an anti-submarine aircraft designed for hunting submarines. In the last week of April 1971, the INS Vikrant had its sea trials after some repair work. It was evident that the war clouds were going to loom in pretty soon, and this massive aircraft carrier might have to soon intervene in the war against Pakistan. It was clear to the Indian Navy that East Pakistan was needed to be secured first. Hence, the Eastern Naval Command decided to assign the INS Vikrant as the flagship of the Eastern Naval Command. Amongst the vessels that were there, which were specially meant for war, there were two Leopard class frigates, two Petya 3 class corvettes, and one submarine. And the flagship, the INS Vikrant, was going to lead all of them. On the 23rd of July, the INS Vikrant set off from Cochin. It arrived at Madras, then at Port Blair, and then finally, in the month of October, it arrived at Visakhapatnam. Here, Rear Admiral Sharma took over as flag officer of the Eastern Naval Command. And on the 13th of November, the entire Eastern Naval Fleet headed for the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Also at that time, the movement of the INS Vikrant was being trailed by the flagship of the Pakistani Navy, the PNS Ghazi, a TENCH class diesel electric submarine. The PNS Ghazi made it to Madras, and by the time it closed near the port of Visakhapatnam, the INS Rajput, a destroyer from the times of the Second World War, had managed to destroy the Ghazi by using depth charges. The Ghazi had finally seen its fate. The PNS Ghazi was destroyed on the 3rd of December. It was that very day when India officially declared war against Pakistan, and by that time, with the INS Vikrant being completely safe from the Ghazi, the entire Eastern Fleet had finally managed to form an effective blockade of East Pakistan. Yes, and the INS Vikrant was deployed towards the port of Chittagong. From the runway on the INS Vikrant, these two naval squadrons flew off and started hitting their targets on the port of Chittagong, decimating the supplies, decimating the military positions of the Pakistani Navy and Army on that port. On the 4th of December, the Hawker Seahawk aircraft struck the ports of Bazar and Chittagong. On the 14th of December, the aircraft from the INS Vikrant hit the military bases inside Chittagong. Also, the INS Vikrant was deployed to strike in the heart of the ports of Khulna and Mongla, and also Chalna. Brigade Alizé aircraft attacked Bazar port as well. Eventually, the evacuation of the Pakistanis from Bazar allowed the Indian Navy to deploy more troops and secure Bazar as well. After these successful airstrikes, the INS Vikrant was moved to Paradip to refuel. It just had 20% of its fuel left, so it was eventually sent to refuel. And the entire war in Bangladesh, the INS Vikrant crew had earned 2 Mahavir Chakras and 12 Veer Chakras. Also, it earned the famous and prestigious name, the Lady of Khulna, for it had also taken part in the liberation of Khulna. It was the only aircraft carrier of the Indian Navy that had decimated Pakistan and sent a message to never be a goose-stepping army ever. Thank you for listening. Subscribe to my channel to know more about the INS Vikrant in the upcoming videos.